Late summer is such a great time to walleye fish in Sunset Country, Ontario, Canada. The fish typically move deeper. The harder part up here, and not that it's hard, is finding the fish. They can be concentrated on main lake points or humps and sometimes scattered on large main lake structures. Two of our favorite ways to catch them are jigging and spinner rigging.
Seems better to drive around them and you find them and then you fish the fish that you physically see versus just coming up and you start fishing all these spots. It takes us a year and a day to fish around them, you know, they're so big. You know, one thing that's really important when you come up, particularly as you get into deeper water situations, when you get out on the tip, we're on the tip of a great big point here. Let me get up to my screen here. This is a big underwater structure, but as they go into deeper water, what has the tendency to do, these fish have the tendency to collect together. When I drive around out here, a lot of this out here, believe it or not, is sand. And you can see what I've done. I actually drove around this perimeter of the tip of the point and identified these waypoints, identify the edge of the rocks. Because a lot of times you drive over these spots and well, they look like a good spot, but realistically, each one of these spots is laid out differently. This is the linchpin because every spot you pull up, the rocks are laid out differently on that individual spot. And what these coordinates do is enable you to fish the absolute, like these things here, this inside corner, we got the wind blowing in right here. The inside corner right in here should be a really good spot right now.
Yeah, there I am going down.
Ooh.
Fish coming up.
Oh, yeah, I got him. Okay, Mr. Wallace, as much as I know you want to hang out on this spot, we're going to move to a new spot. There's too many of these guys here, which you get a little bit jaded coming up and fishing these lakes, you know what I mean, where you come in and you can just fish after fish after fish. You get, but I might try one more.
There we go. Got another one, nice fish. You know, Jim mentioned that we're on these main lake humps, and that's true, these fish are out here, but one real key is finding the right depth contour seasonally for where the fish are. You know, earlier in the spring, these fish are gonna be shallow, right? You know, maybe less than 15 feet of water. Right now, it's middle August, and these fish seem to be holding in 15 to maybe as deep as 25 feet. And everything we're marking is in that same zone. So if you can find that right depth that they're in, depending on the time of year, you're gonna find more walleyes.
You know, like sturgeon is such a monstrous body of water, is to get into the right lake section for the time of the year you're there. And right now we're in the second, third week of August, and a lot of the fish around these deeper basin areas, and that's everything, the lake trout, the big pike, nice walleyes.
Yeah, a little bit better. I think he's just slightly bigger than an eater. We'll see though. Yeah, another walleye.
What's that?
Yeah, nice one. On the plastic.
On the spinner rig?
Yes, sir.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. Come here, buddy. Especially when I don't have to use live bait. Just a gorgeous Canadian walleye. I got that floating spinner rig right now and a gold orange. Seems to be working. Right here.
Huh. One thing, that spinner rig is such a nice tool to really cover water when you're on lakes that you've never fished before. You can actually comb a lot of water pretty quickly to isolate where at least schools of fish are. We're up here in, it's actually mid-August, and a lot of these fish are really concentrated out into what you'd term as deep water basin areas, actually.
Got him. Feels decent.
Better one?
Yeah, I think so.
What's that?
I think so. You know, we've been just processing a ton of fish, and we were having a tougher time finding bigger fish. So one thing we did is we just upsized our blades. It was real simple. We went from size 3 to size 5, and look like it's paying off for us. Feels definitely better than our eaters we've been getting. Come here, buddy.
Okay.
What do we got here? Come here, sir. Where are we? Should be getting close. Oh yeah, nice fish.
That's a better one.
Yeah.
Come here, buddy. It's a good one. There
Thank
go.
you,
Come
sir.
here. There you go. Huh.
That little adjustment. I'll take that from you.
I'll put this back on
There
the
we go,
floor.
perfect.
There you go. Boy, is he a pretty fish, aren't they? Goldies?
Yeah, gorgeous. Yeah, it was just that little adjustment. I kept the same color, that gold orange, but that jumping up from a size 3 to a size 5 gives it a bigger profile, and in return, a bigger fish. There we go, buddy. Just a gorgeous Sturgeon Lake walleye.
Ontario, the land of giants. Hey, you just gotta visit Sunset Country.